Hello and welcome. Today I am going to be talking to you about social media management. My name is Arilia Winn. I am the owner and operator of Winn Publications. I grew up in the suburbs of Lake Elsinore, California. My favorite place to be is at the beach with my daughter. What I love about being an entrepreneur is just that freedom, that I get to create my own schedule. And because of that freedom, I get to spend a lot of time with my child, and I just love it. As a single mom, it's the best decision that I have ever made. Um, Number three, I feel my best when I am comfortable. I like to wear comfortable clothes, but I also like to look cute. And so some days I'm comfortable, other days I'm dripped out, I'm cute, I look like I have somewhere important to be, and some days I really don't. I just, felt really great that day. And so, anyways, I got my bachelor's in liberal studies and a minor in mass communications. So while some of this information that I'm teaching you is self-taught, a lot of it I have been taught by professionals, professors, people that have retired from working in this field. And so I'm just passing on just what I've learned, things that I've tried on to you. My favorite candy is gummy bears. Oh my god, I love them. There's this white pack of gummy bears that comes with like different kinds of flavors. Those are my favorite. They have them at like any dollar store, 99-cent store. Grab some. Also, just for the record, therapy is dope. I am going to school to learn how to be a therapist. Check me out at Instagram at Transform Her Central. That's my page where I, really get down talking about therapy and its benefits and teaching you how to get from point A to point B. Check it out. I think you would love it. Number seven, publishing a few books before going on tour. Yes, that's right. I have a few books that I'm in the works of writing, along with these workbooks and videos, creating workbooks and videos for you all. But I just want to get all this content out. I just want to get it all out, and then I want to go ahead and take a tour. I'm thinking about stopping in places like Texas, Florida, North Carolina. Let me know in the comments where you are, what city and what state you're in, and I'm going to see if I can come by and just share what I know with you, as well as sign some books, talk to you about how my process of writing and being an author. Not only am I an author, but I assist authors with self-publishing, start to publish, and anywhere in between and anytime after. And so if you're just barely getting started and you're wanting to know what to do, contact me. If you've already been in the game for a little bit, but you need some help with promotion, contact me. Let's get you all the way together. Number nine, I also share small business tips, because what I know is, even as an author, you are also a small business owner. If you want to make money from your book, you're going to have to become business savvy. And so on my Instagram page at Winn Publications, I share business tips as well every day. Lastly, I believe in focusing on the solution. We can't be so tied up in the problem, because that just makes the problem bigger and unbearable. So let's not focus on the problem, but let's focus on the solution. And so without further ado, let's talk about social media management. Again, check out my personal page at Miss Winn on Instagram. Right now, I am managing 6 accounts that will later generate 6 streams of income for my family this year. You heard it first right here on YouTube. This is what's going to happen. Join me while I'm just getting started, because you don't want to miss out on a great opportunity. Check me out. How am I doing it, you say? I work 6 days a week and I rest one. I took this on recently after I heard a sermon where a preacher said, how God worked 6 days and he rested one. That's what I really do. I really work hard Monday through Saturday, and I do absolutely nothing Sunday. So that means I'm working my butt off every day, making the best use of my time. I encourage you to definitely do the same, especially if you're going to try and put these steps and principles that I'm giving you into practice. Social media management. Let's get into it. 5 steps for managing your social media accounts. Here they are. 1, plan. 2, create. 3, schedule. 4, track. And 5, review. Let's get into it. Spoiler alert. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're so welcome to skip this if you want to, but I just have to tell you guys about this great offer. That's right, $64.99. You guessed it. There will be a limited of time offer at the end of this video. Actually, the limited of time offer is happening right now. Head to winnpublications.com, visit the bookstore, and go ahead and get this course, Social Media Management 2.0, while you can. You're not going to want to miss this. It's only available to the first 10 people that lock it in. Okay? Go ahead and get at it. What's it about? It's all about how to not create a business plan, but it's all about how to manage your social media better. It's a course that you can take at your own pace. You'll receive a crazy amount of information for the price point. It's made for people who are not ashamed to admit that they are beginners and need training. Obviously, that's you because you are watching this video and you have made it this far. And it's made for people who are going to put the work in to succeed in every area of their life. If you're watching this video, I already know that that's you. Go ahead and go to winnpublications.com, visit the bookstore, go ahead and put in your pre-order. You do not want to miss out. Okay, let's get back to work. 1, plan it out. How do I manage my social media? You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan in place, right? You have to know the steps. Plan it out. You can either use an outline, you can use a social media content calendar, you can use a mini business plan. Whatever you choose to do, you just need to get clear about your goals. And you need to get clear about your audience, and you just need to get your ideas out of your head and down on paper so that you can start to get to work. I think sometimes we just live in our heads and in our minds, and we just think, oh, that's a really good idea, and I'll remember it for later, and then we just don't remember it later. And so it's just best to get those ideas out of your head as soon as possible. Create a plan. I actually have done some of the work for you. If you get on facebook.com/Winn Publications and check out the shop there, I have a Winn Publications social media content calendar. Get your hands on that today. It's $4.99, and it just helps you organize your thoughts, helps you plan out your content, and you can decide whether you want to schedule as much or as little as possible. It also includes tips and instructions on how to use the calendar. Using the social media calendar, content calendar, to stay on top of your work is going to be your best bet. I promise you, you are going to love it. Make sure you get your hands on a copy of this thing today. Otherwise, go ahead and get yourself connected to the Social Media Management 2.0 course. In it, I go into more details about everything that I'm getting ready to talk about today. You will also have an exclusive offer to get a hold of the Winn Publications social media content calendar free. Skip the $4, skip the $4.99 that you're going to pay there at the bookstore, and go ahead and just get your hands on this course. This Winn Publications social media content calendar comes with it. Come on now, this is a steal. I'm going to go ahead and give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. Here's a look at my course. 1, it's easy to follow. There's instructions. There's tips on how to get the best use out of your content calendar, and it's easy to pair with later.com. Later in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that, but I want you to check out this video. Step 2, create your content. So you already have a plan. You already know what you want to do. You already know what time you want things to come out. Next is to create your content. Brainstorm. What kind of content does your target community want to see? I totally think that you should include ideas about where you're teaching something, asking a question for engagement, solving a problem, showing and telling how to go from A to B and address their why and their purpose. If you can create content where you're doing one of those things, I promise you your content will always be quality. And you will always have something to write about because you can definitely create something from each of those categories. I know that you can. Also, just free write. And then write some more. Keep writing until you can't think of anything else. Think about your expertise. Think about your services. Think about what it is that you actually do and how can you put that into content to make sense to those people who are following you. That's what you need to do. Just do it. And it doesn't have to be organized right away. And also, in the midst of all of this, don't forget to add in a little bit about yourself. I think it's important for people to get to know who they're learning from and who they're interacting with, in order to make that decision about whether or not they want to work with you. And hey, that's totally fine. People have choices, just like there's 10 different brands of bread in the store. There's also going to be 10 different types of the same kind of service, and that is totally okay. But you just want to be upfront with people about who you are and what it is that you do. Also, refer to your plan. Stick to your plan. You have this idea of what you want to do. This is how you need to do it. Always refer back to your plan. If you ever are just off course and you don't know what you're doing, get back on course by getting to your plan. When you follow these steps to the fullest and in order, you are guaranteed to see positive results. And let me know if you do, because I would love to hear more about that. I'm totally sure, totally confident in this strategy that I know it will work. Let me know if you use it and let me know how it goes. Listen, I'm actually using this myself, and I know that it works, but I just want to see what else is out there and what else other people think. This picture, just ignore it. I thought it was supposed to be a GIF of this kid going like, oh my gosh, but it's not, and so I just kind of left it. It's hilarious. Okay, example. I run 6 accounts. Managing 6 accounts can become a difficult task. This is why it's important that I stay clear about my direction and that I stay organized. You have no idea how much I've had to learn how to get organized and how quickly I've had to do that, because I want to do it all. And in order for me to do it all, I have to be organized. And so I've definitely grown in that area so much, especially within the last month. It's unbelievable. Also, I create my content in batches. Canva is a beast for that. I literally can create 30 images on Canva in less than 15 minutes. Like, come on, you guys. It's just stupid. Get on there and put in the work. It's easy, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time if you know what it is that you're doing and you have a sense of direction and you know where you want to go. That just makes for a solid foundation, and building upon that is a whole lot easier than building on sand. Just it's not stable. It's not gonna last. And then to win across the board, thank goodness for later.com. This next step that we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna talk to you more about later.com. Just hang on. Schedule your content. That is what later.com does. It helps you schedule your content. Schedule your content between later.com, Facebook, my blog, and YouTube. I try to create and schedule as much as I can over the weekend so that things would flow naturally. During the week, I'm planning, and I'm creating for the week ahead. Right now, I'm working on a lot of new accounts, and so I'm still getting these things in process, but what I am doing is I'm uploading something every day, at least one thing. And if that's how you have to get started, that's fine. I definitely would highly recommend that you increase that over time. If you can go from 1 post a day to 3 posts a day to 9 posts a day to 12 posts a day, and just find out where you're comfortable going and what you're comfortable doing, and just do that. There's no issue with getting comfortable with what's working. No need to fix something that's not broke. And then scheduling helps with the consistency part. If you can be consistent, you can grow. If you have quality content, you can grow. And growing is totally important if you are looking to make an income in some way. Look at my Later account in Social Media Management 2.0. I will walk you through later.com and Social Media Management 2.0. I will go into details about it, how do you use it, how do you sign up. Actually, if you want to just play around with it, I can give you my referral code. I'm going to put it down in the description box. Go ahead and click on that. It gives me 10 free 10 more free posts, as well as you 10 more free posts, and it'll make sense when you go on there and you see, and you'll know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. And so those posts are important. So just go ahead and jump on there and do that. That would be so helpful for me and for you. Again, creating content in batches and then scheduling everything is the best way to stay consistent. Just go ahead and knock it out. Pick a day. Maybe Friday you go ahead and create content. Saturday you go ahead and schedule it. Bing, bang, boom. And the rest of the days you're handling your business, you're writing, you're doing other things, doing whatever else that you want to do besides always being on social media. Nobody always likes to be on their phone messing with that. And so it's best if you can automate it as much as you can and get on social media here and there whenever you feel like it. Canva is a beast. I use Canva all the time to help me create content in batches. Get on there. Check it out. Step number 4, share your reviews. What are people saying about you? Do you have references? Do you collect reviews? Do people share your stuff? What about referrals? Take captive of all of that and share it. Share what people are saying about you. Share, collect some references and ask them if, it's okay if you give their number to potential clients. Collect reviews and share those. Ask people to share your stuff. Say, hey, you guys, just sharing this would be great, and people will do it. They don't mind sharing your things. And ask for referrals. Say, hey, does anybody know anyone that needs a website, or does anybody know anybody that likes to read books like the type of book that you're writing? And just do that. You have to speak up and share those things. I think. And I said in my other video that sometimes we grow up to be so humble that we just don't know how to brag about ourselves, and we don't know how to sell ourselves, and therefore we don't know how to sell a product, and we just kind of stay stuck. And so I think that's important, to share all the good things that people are saying about yourself. This is one of the things that my dear friend from True Vine Press Official has said about me, and I appreciate it. You guys, check this out. New book alert. Check it out. From True Vine Publications, A Love That Inspires by Frank Chapman comes out on Valentine's Day. Listen, if you love poetry, if you're a Christian and you love some good poetry, check this dude out. Check this book out. Go ahead and log on to Amazon, or go ahead and log on to TrueVinePressOfficial.com and snag the book today. You will not be disappointed. Lastly, track your growth. You're definitely going to see increase. You're definitely going to see results if you're putting these steps and these skills into work. You're gonna see growth. Your focus this year actually should be on growing. People buy who they trust and know. So all of these things, sharing about yourself, being consistent, doing things like that is going to be beneficial because people buy from who they trust. Bottom line, if they don't know you, the chances of them working with you are slim. And so that's why people ask for referrals and reviews. And so all of this makes sense. All of this is for a purpose, a bigger purpose. Friendly people make more friends. And so you collect more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And so being kind to people, even when it's hard to, is going to be the best thing to do. Turn your followers into loyal clients. Don't forget to acknowledge those who have been good to you and who consistently come to you for business. And trust me, if you can do that, if you can honor them, they will continue to honor you. Be yourself, quirks and all. That's just, there's no other way else to be. I believe in being myself while I'm in my videos, or while I'm on live, or while I'm sharing skills and tips and tools. That's 110% me, and that's why I really enjoy creating content that's original and that I've thought of, or that I've been inspired from, and sharing it with you all and turning my own spin on it. It's just because I 110% believe in myself, and I think that you should too, and I think that you have the capability to do it. Lastly, if you nurture the soil that you plant your plant in, your plant will grow. What I mean is, no, you cannot bloom where you're planted, because sometimes the soil that you are in is not right. But guess what? You have the ability, as someone who has watched this video and is trying to better themselves, you definitely have the ability to change your current situation. If you're not that great at social media management, Hey, unfortunately, that's not something that I offer, but I do give tips and tricks and tools if you just follow me at Instagram at Winn Publications on Instagram. And if you have any questions, I can definitely address that and give you answers and tricks and tools for that. But that's just not a service that I offer. But definitely check into that. Really think about that. Lastly, thanks for hanging in there. I am so appreciative. So grateful that you hung in there with me for however long this video has been. I am truly grateful. Hey, I will see you next week. I'm actually going to be sharing a social media marketing course. What is it? What is that about? Basically, I'm going over these 5 steps that I just gave you, and we're turning it into a marketing brigade. And so definitely come back next week, Wednesday, and check that out. Hey, thank you for sticking around. I just wanted to say if you are a self published author and you're looking to distribute your book and get it into more bookstores, send me an email with a link to your book on Amazon, and I will put your book in my online bookstore for free. Right now, I'm doing this for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. So definitely go ahead and shoot that, and I will let you know if it's there or if not. But the more the merrier. Other than that, I will see you next week. Be sure to like and subscribe.